More than 150 members of the university and South Florida communities came together July 29th to discuss the role of FIU in a future Cuba. The discussion was based on a review conducted by renowned economics and Latin American studies professor Carmelo Mesa-Lago. His presentation focused on opportunities and needs in Cuba, as well as resources and strengths FIU can bring to the table once federal and state laws allow exchange.
So today we begin a conversation about FIU's role in a future Cuba, a free and democratizing or democratic Cuba. When this will happen, we're not sure. That FIU and this community will play a role, we are sure.
It's important that FIU discusses with a future Cuba 3 points: the priorities and ranking in Cuban needs, FIU resources to match such needs, and how Cuba may share its potential contributions with FIU.
From a business perspective, what's going to be most difficult is to have an economy transition to a market-driven economy, which is not going to be a very fast thing. It's going to take a lot of trials and tribulations. If you take as an example other countries, once communism ended, it was not a smooth transition, but eventually it did happen. And I think that our opportunity is based on proximity and also understanding that community very well, because we have so much synergy with so many people of Cuban descent.
As we saw in the question and answer session, there are always limits to what FIU can do and what we as academics can do in terms of bringing about historical or political change. But our job is to inform, to study, to research and inform so that those decisions are made on an informed basis. And I think that this was a very important first step for that.
This is the moment for FIU to have a conversation and a discussion about our comparative advantage. We have a comparative advantage that other universities don't. Our location, our student body, our faculty, the expertise and resources we have. How can we best leverage those things when the opportunity arises? So it's something that perhaps was long overdue.
I think it's very important to have this kind of conversation in a public and open manner with people from the community who may have different approaches to these very difficult questions. So I think actually this conversation was very productive. And so the next step would be then to incorporate the feedback and the input for people who don't necessarily study at FIU right now, but who are interested in Cuban affairs, and then to come up with a more practical plan for FIU to engage with Cuba.